How's it, guys? Welcome to another video of Asian Man Struggles. Today we're going to talk about 5 mistakes that young men make when dating women. Now, this is a very sensitive subject. Also, it's a subject that I'm quite fond of, as I'm still a young man and still learning the ways of dating women, and I'm sure a lot of young men out there are listening. If not, if you're a young lady or just, a concerned parent, this is some good stuff that you should definitely show to your peers, your son, and even show to your daughters too. I mean, there's a lot of things you can learn from these mistakes that young men usually make. And with that, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Please like, comment. I want to hear you guys' opinions. And here we go. Alright, number 1. And that is stressing over a girl and blaming yourself when things go wrong. And, I don't blame guys. Most of the time, men have all the blame and the pressure when it comes to dating. And then when it comes to relationship too. But the thing is, men shouldn't blame themselves all the time because, no one's an expert at dating. But we get all the rap. We get all the pressures to succeed with the girl. But really, it takes a lot of experience. Getting to know them, the relationship, and just feeling the girl out. It's like a dance, really. Dating is like a ballroom dance. And if some of you guys have ballroom dance before, men are the ones that lead. And most of the time, even nowadays, men are leading more than women in this equal world that we live in now, in dating, that is. And there comes a lot of anxiety trying to control the situation that young men usually do. And really, that's not how it works, guys. Like, dating, you just really have to do it. And you don't feel like you need to know everything. Majority of guys don't get help often, and so like the rest of guys, you just have to feel your way through it. I like to say it's like walking in the dark, in the street. You don't have to feel your way through because there's no light guiding you all the time. You just have to learn, follow your gut, make mistakes, but hey, things happen. It's out of your control more than half the time. You can't make a girl like you. And this goes directly to our second point. And that's number 2. Making a girl like you or expecting her to like you. Now, girls don't like you for you, really. I'm just going to be honest with you. Don't believe in that nonsense that we all need to find someone that would like us for us. I mean, it's true. In the end, you do want someone that generally likes you for who you are. But they don't tell you that women actually are more into your qualities, whether it's physical, personality, and to an extent, resources. As shallow as this sounds, it's the same the other way around. Men are into women because of looks. Maybe it's not all looks. Sometimes it has to do, the way they display their character and such. But generally, like if you're trying to be equal or anything, it's the qualities that people are attracted to you. It's not really you for you. So, all your mistakes, your quirks, your personality, they don't take that into consideration until later. So don't be so hard on yourself, all right? They're attracted by your qualities. It's either you have it or you don't. Or the circumstances is just not right yet. But don't be someone you're not, though. Be the best you can of yourself. Because in the end, women like what they like, and all you can do is just be yourself. It's less stressful, and you can really actually listen to them and see whether that girl, when you're feeling her out, whether she's right for you, and you can stop worrying about how you look and how you have anything or act too. All right, number 3, and that's taking her for granted. So I like to say that a lot of guys that I've seen and have friends that who date take the girl for granted. They think just because they have her as a girlfriend, they've been together for a long time, or they're married, that they're forever gonna love them. the girl that will love the guy, that is. But that is not necessarily true, especially in this day and age when, hey, let's be real now. Women have a better control of the dating market now than they ever had before. I like to describe it as, life, it's an amusement park. Men are usually the rides, and women are the riders, majority of the time. And yeah, I know your dirty mind is thinking about something else, but, stick to PG. Do know that girls won't stick with you forever. Just because you got her, you woo her over. If you get too comfortable, complacent, or you take her for granted, they are bound to find someone else. They're bound to find some other ride that will give her more thrills. As sad as that is, you need to know that she's not yours. She's just conveniently yours until conditions change or not. Now the next one is for all the guys who just settle with any girl that gives him the time of day. Yeah, you know those guys. Those are the guys that are with horrible women, or women that have so much baggage. I'm sure you probably know one or two. And the reason why these guys stay is because, he got used to her, or he's afraid to be alone, or he knocked her up, And these guys stay with him for you don't know why they're with them. Maybe she's a total bitch or whatever, but he's with them. And the only reason you think so is because, maybe he really loves her and stuff. But the thing is, though, I get it that the dating market favors women, and that most men will feel quite good that any decent girl would give him some attention or some affection. And this goes with guys that don't have girlfriends yet. They're still dating. They'll go for any woman out there, no matter what they look like or what their personality is like. But how do you expect to find a woman worthy of your liking if you measure your self-worth by having a woman like that, really? You can't have a scarcity mindset. There's more than one woman out there for you, and don't believe in that there's one true love. This is not entirely true. You have to think more long term in that perspective. And finally, this one is for a lot of people who just started out dating again, or has dated but is getting to know someone in the beginning. And what happens is, this is probably the hardest thing that men have to get over. And I don't blame you, men, especially young men. Once you have your eyes and heart set on someone or even something, your brain gives you this rush. It makes you want them or attain them somehow. And, girls like to chase. I get it. You have to put yourself out there to chase them. But the thing is, you shouldn't be the one to chase them in the first place. And the reason why it acts in your favor when you don't. You have to show that you have some interest in her, but you have other things in priority. And what I mean by that is, think about this. Most young men prioritize girls, okay? And especially nowadays, when women get all this attention, don't expect them to be only eyeballing you, okay? There's plenty of guys, there's plenty of fish in the sea, but normally it's plenty of guys in the sea. You have to think it's like buying a car. You have, when you buy a car, if you show that you're super interested, that salesman, okay, is not going to lower the price or give you the price you want, because he knows you want the car. You're going to cave in sooner or later because of your desires. And so what I'm trying to say is that, you got to be caution, control your desires. But I do caution that, like a car purchase, you don't want to be a dick, or else the salesman will call security on you. And just like with women, if you're a dick, you're too much of a dick, you lose out too. You have to have a poker face. In other words, your intent to want to make a deal is good enough, really. And with women, it's similar. Women highly value themselves, even those who show that they have low self-esteem. They will always put themselves on a pedestal. And if you continue to put them on a pedestal, they're not going to respect you. It's up to you to even those odds. If she ain't gonna budge and return the same affection, most likely she has other suitors, okay? Or interested buyers, if you want to compare it to the car analogy. That, or she's overvaluing herself. And when something overvalues themselves, of course, some people buy into it, but you gotta be smart. Is she worth it? Think about the car. You want this really nice ass car, but do you have the money to pay for it? Are you willing to look up after that car? Not just to materialize women. I'm just saying, it's the same principle. The more attention you give her, the more she raises her expectation of herself to be with someone else. I know it's confusing, but so is economics. Alright, and as a bonus tip, this one's not really a mistake, but it's an effect that happened to all young men. They get discouraged. Rejection sucks, okay? I get it. So she rejects you. Alright. It's alright to feel sad, but let it go after. Let it go because the reason why is you've been told no before by other people in other situations in your life. Like, for example, your mom rejecting you from going out late, buying something, for you by your dad or brother or sister, or your friend just simply rejecting you to go hang out one day. In some way, that's a rejection. You don't feel that bad right after, right? It's the same thing with women. When they reject you, it's not you. It's not personal, okay? It's them. So don't you reject yourself because they rejected you. Rejection is certainly going to happen. It's certainly going to happen to everyone's life, just like how taxes and death is. Only difference to that is death and taxes don't make you stronger like rejection does, or give you this thicker skin for the next rejection. I mean, come on. Once you're dead, you're dead. Taxes don't make you stronger. Makes the government stronger and people on welfare maybe, but not you. So those are the 5 things that I think that most young men have problems and struggles with, the mistakes that they make, that is. There's certainly a lot more. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, a comment. Until the next video, and as always, carry on.